The room is quiet. The light is soft. The day feels long. Have you ever felt small like this? Have you ever felt tired before the day ends? Have you ever asked yourself if you are enough? Sometimes the heart feels heavy. Sometimes the mind feels full. Sometimes we feel alone, even with people around us. This story is for that moment. This story is for you. His name is Daniel. Daniel is a simple man. He lives a simple life. Daniel wakes up early every day. He lives in a small room near the city. The room is clean but old. In the morning, Daniel sits on his bed. He looks at the floor. He takes a slow breath. Another day, he thinks. Another day to try. Daniel works at a small shop. The shop sells bread and milk. It is not a big shop. Daniel walks to work. The street is quiet in the early morning. The sky is light blue. People pass him. Some people smile. Some people do not look. Daniel feels shy. He feels small inside. He walks a little faster. At the shop, Daniel cleans the floor. He puts bread on the shelf. He waits for customers. When people come, Daniel speaks softly. His voice is low. Sometimes people do not hear him. He feels his face get warm. He feels his heart beat fast. He feels afraid to speak again. Why am I like this? He thinks. Why is my voice so small? Why do I feel afraid? Daniel does his work well, but inside, he feels weak. He feels like something is missing. At lunchtime, Daniel sits alone. He eats rice from a small box. He looks out the window. He sees people talking. He sees people laughing. He feels far away. I want to be brave, he thinks. I want to feel strong, but I do not know how. After work, Daniel walks home. The sky is dark now. The street lights are on. Daniel feels tired. Not only his body. His heart feels tired too. At home, Daniel sits on his bed again. The room is quiet, the same as the morning. He thinks about his life. He thinks about his fear. He thinks about his dreams. When I was a child, he thinks, I wanted to do many things. I wanted to speak with confidence. But now he thinks, I feel stuck. I feel small every day. Daniel lies down. He looks at the ceiling. His eyes feel heavy. Before sleep, one thought comes. What if nothing changes? What if I stay like this? The next morning comes. The sun is soft again. Daniel wakes up again. He feels the same fear. He feels the same doubt. But he still gets up. Daniel washes his face. He looks at himself in the mirror. He looks tired. He looks into his own eyes. For a moment, he stops. He feels something inside. I am still here, he thinks. I am still trying. Maybe that means something. On the way to work, Daniel walks slower. He feels the air. He hears the birds. He feels a little calm. Just a little. But it feels new. At the shop, an old woman comes in. She walks slowly. She smiles at Daniel. Good morning, she says. Daniel feels his heart beat fast. But he answers. Good morning, he says. His voice is soft, but it is clear. The woman smiles more. Thank you, she says. Daniel feels warm inside. It is a small moment, but it stays with him all day long. Later, a man asks a question. Daniel feels afraid again. His words feel stuck. He takes a breath. He remembers the morning. He speaks slowly. The man listens. The man understands. The fear does not win. Daniel feels surprised. He feels proud. Just a little. That night, Daniel thinks again. Today was not perfect, but something was different. I spoke, he thinks. I did not run away. I stayed. The next days pass. Some days are good. Some days are hard. Sometimes Daniel feels strong. Sometimes he feels small again. The fear does not leave, but Daniel starts to notice things. The fear comes and goes. It is not always there. One evening, Daniel finds a notebook. It is old and empty. He sits on his bed. He writes one sentence. Just one. I tried today. The next day, he writes again. I spoke even when I was afraid. His hand shakes. Each day, he writes one line. Small words. Simple truth. Some days the words are heavy. I felt weak today, but I did not stop. Some days the words are light. I smiled today. I felt calm. The notebook becomes full, not full of success, full of effort. Daniel reads the pages at night. He sees his own story. He feels close to himself. One day at work, a new girl comes. She looks nervous. Her hands shake. Daniel sees her fear. It looks like his own. He understands. He speaks gently to her. He shows her the shop. He speaks slowly. The girl smiles. Thank you, she says. Daniel feels something change. He feels useful. He feels kind. He feels strong in a new way. That night, Daniel writes, I helped someone today. I was not afraid. Weeks pass. The days still look the same. But Daniel is not the same. He still feels fear. But he also feels hope. The two live together. Daniel learns something quietly. Fear does not mean stop. Fear means try slowly. One evening, Daniel walks home in the rain. The street is wet. The lights shine. He feels tired, but his heart feels full. He walks calmly. He thinks about the past. He thinks about now. He feels gentle with himself. I am not fast, he thinks, but I am moving. I am still moving. At home, Daniel sits by the window. He listens to the rain. He feels peace. He opens his notebook. He writes one last line. Nothing is impossible. Not because life is easy. Not because fear is gone. But because he keeps going. Daniel closes the notebook. He lies down. The room is quiet again. The rain slows outside. Drops fall softly on the window. The light is pale and calm. He takes a deep breath. He feels his heart. It is steady, warm, and gentle. Tomorrow will come. With fear, with hope. And Daniel will wake up. He will move slowly, step by step, even when the path is small. The quiet stays with him. It hugs him like a soft blanket. It whispers, you are enough. You are here. And it is okay. He closes his eyes. A soft smile forms. His mind is calm. His heart is peaceful. Nothing is impossible. Not in a loud way, but in the quiet, small steps. And in this quiet, Daniel sleeps. Safe, warm, and ready to try again. What we can learn from Daniel's story. 1. Self-acceptance. Daniel learns to accept his fears, doubts, and small weaknesses, and this helps him take gentle steps forward in life. 2. Small daily efforts lead to change. Life does not need big, fast changes. Small, consistent efforts every day can bring real growth and inner strength. 3. Finding peace within. By reflecting quietly and observing his own feelings, Daniel discovers calmness, hope, and a deeper connection with himself. 4. The power of helping others. Even small acts of kindness can create meaning, joy, and confidence, both for oneself and for others. Nothing is impossible. Even when life feels hard or fear is near, taking small steps and trying again and again can lead to change. True peace, hope, and happiness come from being gentle with yourself, accepting who you are, and sharing kindness with others.